Hello, this is tutorial for finding BPM. It's kind of a compliment to the Rhythm Heaven Remix Editor tutorial, but today we're not using Rhythm Heaven Remix Editor because I really don't like I don't find the little thing that it has accurate. So we're not using that. Instead, I'm using this one, which not sponsored, but I like this one. Um I'll probably link it in the description. Basically, what you want to do when finding BPM, either you just Google the BPM or you feel it yourself. And this time, well, most songs don't really have like a public BPM. In the case of Tap Troop, it does. Yeah, I'll just show it right now. And Rhythm Heaven Wiki has like a lot of BPMs. Usually, if it has this thing that says pages with verified BPM, it's a correct one. And here the BPM says 120. 120, yeah. So yeah, we're going to find the BPM and manually. But if you're doing a random having song, then you can just do it here. But we're still just for the sake of experimenting, we're going to do it manually. So basically, what you want to do is play the song and then in the case of Tap Troop, just pretend you're playing the game without all of the bomb, 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 tap, tap, tap. Usually, I like saying just play Night Walk, which is what makes sense to me because it doesn't really have any weird cues. It's just pressing A. But yeah, you'll see in a second what I mean. Yeah, I'll just play the song, and here in my program, I'll touch every beat. Yeah, let's get right into it. Gonna stop right there. I just want to say I usually like do until I have like at least 100 timing taps. Usually I do it for longer just so I know. In the case of here, it's number of inputs, pretty much same thing. I probably should explain all of what these are. Average BPM is like it's pretty self-explanatory. I probably should say BPM is beats per minute. That's what it is. And yeah, I also experimented here, but I mean you can also do it. I don't like it. I don't like seeing three numbers. I just like seeing one or two. It makes more sense to me. Anyways, sometimes usually the nearest whole is what works. But in certain cases, some dumb songs have either many they change BPMs or they for example what even they have decimals in the end. And for example, Tap Troop could have a zero point 0.1 in the end, and it could be this the 120 0. 0.1, which we know it's not because of this. One way to check that is to visualize it. For example, you can either use I probably should tutorial this actually. Yeah, let me do it real quick. I'm going to download to download Tap Troop real quick. You can visualize it in either Vegas or Audacity. I'll do that real quick, real quick. Just give me a second. Yeah, this is kind of the unscripted part of the tutorial, even though it's mostly unscripted. Uh, I really want to like put chapters in this one. It should be interesting enough. Um, Also, I will. Oh, this is my stuff. Also, what songs have BPM changes? I only know one on top of my head, which is Matryoshka by Kenshi Yonezu. Or Hachi, if you know, you're one of those. It's near Yes, the tempo speeds up more and more. I really don't know how to deal with that. Usually here in Rhythm Heaven Remix Editor, you can kind of like if you can kind of like hear where the tempo changes are in Rhythm Heaven Remix Editor, what you can do is place the tempo, one here, one there. For example, make this one faster, etc., etc. Uh, I don't really know what to say because I'm not good with those. I just avoid songs like that. It's probably the best thing if you fear something. Anyways, in the case of if you want to visualize stuff, I'm just going to do this real quick. For example, here's 120, and here it starts right here, I think. Yeah. Let me hear. Yeah, I think that's where the first step is. So, for example, say for the sake of it, I think it could be a decimal, so I apply the decimal. And like in the start here, it's like, yeah, it works. But like around here, maybe perhaps you can kind of see like this one is the strong beat, and it's not matching up. So like if you want to make it scooch over, you just do this, and it will go over there. And if you want to make it like go the other way, like make it lower. Here should be like 19 and 9, and then it will go the other way. Yeah, and you can kind of like eyeball it. At least that's how I do it in Vegas, which is another important tool for the process of custom remixing. So it's good this here. Not showing Audacity right now because I don't want to. In the case of progressive custom remixes, what I have been doing lately, like with progressive tempos, what I do is just like okay. So say for example, tap trip would change the tempo like right here. I would just put like let's say 130 BPM. It doesn't, but I'm let's just say, and then in the rest it's just 120 BPM, something like that. And then I have the original one. Yeah, this is just kind of like a little bit of a more Vegasy thing. And then like for example, say this is the beat that it changes, like this one. I cut it and then I drag this one to a new project. Uh I don't know, sure. Vegas test. And then here, wait. Okay, give me back. Give me back. I need to create a new window again. You can kind of see where I'm going. In the new project, I put the thing, the thing, and something cool you can do in Vegas. It's drag projects. Good thing that I saved it. Vegas test 2, test 2. Say something like that. Then for example here I would assign it like 130. That is if I'm doing the remix on Vegas. I usually do remixes on Vegas. It's much more fun. Uh, but it's also more work. Anyways, Vegas test 2. I wish I could blur this out, but unfortunately it looks like I cannot. Vegas projects. There it is, and you just drag it. This kind of like alternatively to that, if you have a newer version of Vegas, here you can make a nested timeline. It's pretty much the same thing. It will ask you to save them, and also if you do the dragging and all that, it creates a nested timeline, and you can have it here, and then you just delete this one, and well, for example, if the maybe like if the long stretch like here is 120 BPM, then yeah, I can add like the audio and everything here. but it also would be wise to make this whole section a different timeline like this. You know, just to be cool, and just because Vegas likes crashing a lot. Um, so yeah, I think I want a little bit of a tangent on that. That usually works for like medley remixes that have like long stretches. I don't know about like little stretches. It's just kind of like a case use. For example, Hyper Potions. Hyper Potion, the one I made the remix of. I think it's Friends. It has a really drastic BPM change on the end, and you can kind of like also like get the BPM like with a tap along because like the whole first the structure is kind of like this. Like it's the same BPM at the start, and then it slows down a lot. Just hear it for a second, and you'll see what I mean. Actually, I think it's not that one. It's Checkpoint. Oh, that's my bad. You can feel like it slows down from the and then it goes to a very slower beat. I only remember this one because this one is a 120 BPM. I really just remember that. Uh, but yeah, I know it feels weird to ask like any questions. If you have any comments, you can ask them, and I will try to like anything I haven't touched in here. Because if you ask like, oh, get me the BPM of this one, I probably won't. Just like anything I haven't touched in here, and that I guess I could help you with. I'm doing these tutorials like kind of unscripted. I'm planning on doing more. I guess if you want anything else, yeah, again, I probably won't edit them. I would be thankful if also like whenever, yeah, this is just kind of an epilogue. If whenever I do like a super long one, or if you want a super long one, help with the timestamps or something. Like for example, if I did like I really want to do like fever editing and all that, uh, and mega mix and all that, but it just seems daunting. Yeah, it would be fun if any of y'all could help. Thank you so much. Anyways, that's enough of Beats per Minutes. Goodbye.